Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode number 106. This one I'm reviewing the 196th episode of the anime, side story, Clash, Luffy versus the King versus King of Carbonation, and the 951st chapter of the manga, Rampage. This one is basically part 2 and the conclusion of the filler arc Carbonation, basically, where you have, this is the lead up into the One Piece film Stampede, which is actually coming out this week. Yes. No, I'm not flying to Japan to go see it because, well, I can't afford it. As for how am I going to see it, I don't know. I'm probably either one of two things: watch online or probably wait till it releases over here. Whenever the heck Funimation gets a chance to license the damn thing. Who knows? Anyways, the thing picks up where last week's left off, where Luffy and Boa Hancock face off against Cadre, the leader of these group of pirates, these bounty hunters, where they actually fight him. Well, they don't fight him per se. Well, Luffy fights him. Boa Hancock sits there on the side, and then she's attacked by Ginger and the female member of Cadre's group. And it kind of shows a little bit of his backstory. Apparently, he doesn't like Delport users. Of all pirates, he hates Delport users the most. Especially as apparently they ravaged his island, so basically he still has a big vendetta. So basically his subordinates tell me, why don't you go put on the big rig and we'll distract them. And of course, Hancock's like, Luffy, go after him. I'll handle these two. And of course she's able to take on these two pretty easily by herself, despite the fact her sisters are there and her predecessors there. Basically her surrogate mother. And she's able to fight these two pretty easily, which basically did lots of kicks. And plus she gets a chance to beat up a lot of, well, the foot soldiers, which turns out that, yeah, the foot soldiers are actually people who are forced to be hired by him, because it was revealed in last week's episode that by an old lady that apparently Cadre basically took over the island, and that all the men work for him by force. Yeah, because they threatened their families. Luffy doesn't know this little factoid. So basically, Luffy breaks into the factory with all the cola in there, and, well, and of course, Cadre puts on his big rig. Basically, his upgraded thing is basically 4 barrels of cola, and apparently he can fly somehow. And of course, Luffy proceeds to fight, and also getting through his subordinates, which want nothing to do with Luffy at all, because they're just there basically because he told them to. And Luffy goes to Gear 2. Haven't seen that in a long time. I mean, when was the last time Luffy went to Gear 2? Like, wow. It has been such a long time since I've seen Luffy go to Gear 2 and Gear 3. I keep thinking, though, like the whole episode, you could easily also battle him with Gear 4. Maybe the animators want to save that for the movie. It's possible, yes. And he's able to defeat him after a little while. You take him outside and basically break his nose. And then he picks up an invitation. And then he goes say goodbye to Boa Hancock. She thought he was going with her. So yeah, but nope, basically he's got an invitation now. And of course, then she leaves. But on a good happy note, she says, oh, I've got a date with him. And of course, well, I think her sisters don't mind it. But I think her surrogate mother's like, yeah. And of course, then Luffy basically gets back to his crew, where with a whole boatload of cola. Like, he brought, like, apparently liberating them from Cadre, the people just gave them the cola for free. Yeah, at least enough to basically last for a long period of time. And heck, Frankie even says, yeah, this is good cola. Good job, Luffy. Well, he doesn't say good job, Luffy, but yeah, this is good cola. So then they go on the ship, they go out, Luffy shows the invitation to Nico Robin, who proves that, yep, this is a real invitation. It's all about the whole Pirate Festival, which Luffy already knows about. But what he doesn't know is that the prize of this Pirate Festival is Roger's treasure. I don't think it's the actual One Piece. No, it's probably one of his many treasures he's probably got. Because I highly doubt that Oda would have it where in a film that's not canon to the series, where have Luffy find the main One Piece. No, it's probably one of his other treasures he's got. And of course, we see the host of the Pirate Festival, who's gonna be in the movie, by the way, along with Paul Hancock and a boatload of other people. And they go, and of course, the thing ends with apparently we see Bo Hancock's wanted post the first time. I'm like, she shouldn't have any wanted posters left hanging around because she's a warlord. Yeah. But this overall was a really good episode. I love this two-parter. And looking forward to next week when we go back to the one. I mean, it's not like, yeah, but like, okay, we got to the bad stuff. Let's go back to the good one stuff. This filler arc was really damn good. Yes, I enjoyed it. I really did. There's never been a particularly bad filler arc when it comes to One Piece. Not really, no. Now let's talk about this newest chapter of the manga, Rampage. Now, we get the cover image, basically, One Piece Stampede Dinner. We see on the cover, I see Rob Lucci, Boa Hancock, Smoker, Luffy, Sabo, Buggy, and Trafalgar Law just having a big dinner. And it's just by sheer coincidence that you have Boa Hancock next to Luffy, and she's wearing the outfit that she actually wore in this two-parter. Chapter starts off where apparently it's revealed that the okay. Oh, come on, seriously, stop it. Where we have it where the Water Capital, where the Flower Capital is on lockdown because of the breakout. So like everybody's on patrol, and then we see Sanji and the female ninja basically discussing that we should probably get more forces basically, and of course some of them have been locked up and they plan on freeing them. Yeah. And then we see a bunch of wanted posters. Up pretty much now. Well, it looks like Nami, Sanji, and these are very badly drawn posters. Like, oh my gosh, these looks freaking terrible. And we see Nami interact with members of Law's crew, and basically it's revealed exactly what happened with the last chapter, that Law basically surrendered himself in order to get his men freed. Which, okay, fine. At least that explains why he was there. And of course, Law told him, don't tell Straw Hat I've been captured. Why? He doesn't say. He says we can't sit still. They want to go after their captain. And we cut to Episode Town. We see Frankie on top of the tiger just riding around. We see more posters. We see Nami, Frankie. We see Usopp, Robin. Which for some reason Robin is drawn like a guy. Yeah, I'm not sure why the heck the draw is basically about that. Yeah, and apparently they're checking everybody who passes through. Like, apparently there's no wanted poster for Brook. Nope, nobody for Brook. Because no one look for a guy who's a walking skeleton. And of course, Taka goes with, I think this woman is, if I remember, I think she's supposed to be Momoshiki's sister. And then we see a ship, which I think this is supposed to be the clan ship. And then we cut to a different part of the Wano, where I think it's called Augustshima. I think this is where Kaido is. And basically Lin, aka Big Mom, is here. She's eating despite being chained up. And she's here with Jack, King, and Queen. King is actually not a character to explore very much. Yeah, he's this guy covered up head to toe. From the uniform, you probably think he's similar to that of that prison guards from the Impel Down, but I don't think it's like that. And Jack is the only one of the three who actually made a debut before this arc. Yeah, because Jack made his debut in the Tenor arc. This is probably his first time I can think of. First time since the Tenor arc he's actually shown up. Yep. And of course, first time I saw all three of them together. And of course it says, I'll figure what happened yesterday. And then Kaido shows up. Yep, finally you show up. And of course she's still eating. Calls a crazy old hag. And of course she wants to fight Kaido. And of course, she tells him the sports to take these off. and Kaido agrees. Take him off, and then Napoleon, who is Big Mom's hat, who is also a sword, like comes out. First time I've seen a sword in quite a while, and then they start the big brawl. And everyone's like, let's get up here. Like, everybody's like so shocked to see that Kaido and Big Mom are fighting in this. I think they're fighting on Kaido's ship. Yeah, either they're on Kaido's ship or there's some island off the coast of Wano. I'm not sure where the heck this place is, but really good chapter. One thing I do appreciate with this chapter, it does not say next week is going to be on break. Because that's generally the way it is, where like every like 3 or 4 chapters basically put on a break. But here's the thing about this chapter. Luffy is by far the only one of the Straw Hat crew who's not in this chapter. He's in the cover, but he's not in the damn story. Nope, this is actually the first time in quite a while he's actually not shown up at all. Yeah, I think he's still off recovering from that mummy virus that he got last chapter. But I'm sure he's probably going to show up next chapter when it comes out this week. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to give this chapter a rating of about 9 out of 10. Really good chapter. Because it does progress the story forward. And I think a really good highlight of this chapter is seeing Jack, King, and Queen all in the same area together. Because this is the first time I could think of these three ever together like this. Like I can personally think of. Yeah, because Queen himself only showed up like about 12, 13 chapters ago. It has not been that long for him. King showed up back in chapter 920. I kind of forgot he showed up there. Of course, Jack showed up well before this even happened. Yeah. But yeah, so that's it for this particular review. I still got several other videos planned for today. Of course, review news episode released for Dragon Ball Super, news episode released for Boruto, and at least about 2, maybe 3 episodes of Case Closed. Yeah. Where 2 of them basically talk about the OVAs, and the third one I'm talking about a couple shorts. Yeah. But do see you next video. Bye.